to record. Grant me the access.
Yeah, already.
Thank you.
Yeah, recording is on.
Okay, done.
The disclaimer. Yeah. This is the disclaimer, and without further ado, we would like new President Crystal Chin to first do the opening speech.
Thank you, Wendy. Well done for your first SAA round. Like I said, I would like to welcome everyone. We have our Huichi, our GE, General Evaluator for the day. So welcome to Venus Toastmasters. I believe you are very blessed to be surrounded by all the sisters here. In that context, women power. So I would love to welcome all our members attending today. We more than welcome you as Venus Toastmasters as we start a new chapter. A new chapter begins, as the theme rightly put by our VPPR. I would love, and also VPE, that came up with the new chapter. We flip a new chapter. And as we begin this new chapter, I would love to ask all the members here, as we take this new chapter together, as we work and collaborate together, I would love to hear from you how, as a team, how can we move forward? How can we bring this to a success? Number one, as a group for Venus, how can we achieve the next level? How can we solve further? But for you individually, I think it all starts on a personal level. It all starts with you first. What do you want to achieve, by joining every 2 weeks, week in, week out, dedicating your time, your effort, your energy? What do you want to achieve for this new chapter? We would love to hear from you, especially me, and how can we, let's work together, make it a fun time while we are doing all these things. So we would love to hear from all of you and for you to ponder, as we meet up in our next trip, homework, people, for our next trip, where it's all fun, a little bit of homework here, what do you want to achieve as we move into this new term, that we can actually work together, collaborate, grow together, looking at the next term in 2026, and you look back and you think, wow, I've grown that much. I've achieved, from this little bit to this much unexpectedly. So I implore to all of you, think about it. You got 2 weeks to your next scoping trip. Let us know. And I'm looking forward, I'm all signed up. I'm not sure about you guys. I'm all signed up to our next scoping trip where I can meet all of you physically in person. So that's all I leave to you. And over to you, TOE of the day.
Thank you, President. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, our fellow Toastmasters and guests here. Welcome to Venus Toastmaster Club, the all-ladies club in District 51. My name is Michelle. It's my privilege to be your TOE of the evening. Every story has a beginning, and tonight it feels like the dawning of something new, a fresh chapter filled not with expectation but with possibility. Whether you're stepping up to speak or stepping into a new role, this is our moment to grow together, to connect, to begin again together. Let's the new chapter, and this is the meeting. Let's begin. So I have a few guests with us tonight. So let me also introduce Toastmaster is all about, and we will do it in these next 2 hours. Can I have the slide for introducing what Toastmaster is all about? So let me introduce what Toastmaster International is. Toastmaster International was funded by Dr. Raphael Smithley in 1928 in Santa Ana, California. And his aim for the club is to afford practice and training in the art of public speaking, presiding over meetings, improving social skills, and good fellowship among members. Fast forward to today. Toastmaster Club has existed close to 100 years, and it has been one of the oldest organizations in the world. We have 270,000 members spread across 150 countries with more than 14,000 clubs all over the world, and Venus is one of them. Can I have the next slide? What is our club mission? Our club mission is to support a positive learning experience in which members are empowered to develop the communication and leadership skills, and resulting in our own greater self-confidence and personal growth. So Venus Toastmaster Club is in Region 13, District 51, Division J, officially Area 4 in our new term, chartered on 21st of June 2021. All Ladies Club in District 51. Our vision is to empower and support women to improve communication and leadership skill. And we can proudly present to you that we have achieved President Distinguished Club. We have a few of them has completed the 100% pathway adoption. And some of our members as well are one of the Triple Crown Achiever. As if you can see, we also not only have physical meeting, but we also do offline meetings. For example, the trip that we are all looking forward, which is in Goping, on this coming 19th to 20th of July. Next slide. Okay. So how does it work? In our Toastmaster Club meeting, we will have the members to provide the prepared speech. We also have impromptu speech, which we will have table topics to give on, and evaluation will be done on the prepared speech and the impromptu speech as well. Can I have the next slide? Wendy, next slide. Okay, so let me introduce you to the role player of the night. First, I would like to invite our GE, Huichi, to give her introduction of the role player.
Thank you
Over
to
to
our Toastmaster of the day, Michelle. I'd like to invite our timer, MS5 Retno, to read out her timer role. Over to you.
Thank you, G. Good evening, everyone. I'm Ratna Chia and I'm the timer tonight. So, as the timer, anyone, can you please unshare? Thank you. I don't need to. Okay, thank you. As the timer, I would time all the speakers, and also evaluators, and the participants that are involved in this meeting tonight. I'm also going to time our meeting, the whole meeting tonight. So, and then I will put the sign when it is green and then yellow and amber. And then I will put the time's up sign when your time is over. Thank you. Back to you, GE.
Thank you so much, Reno. Now I'd like to invite our next technical role player, our counter PM5, Mei Hong, to explain on her role. Over to you.
Thank you, Audrey. Hi, good afternoon or good evening, everyone, and fellow guests. The purpose of R counter is to note words and sound that are used as a crush or pause filler by anyone who speaks. During the meeting, I will listen for overused words including and, well, but, so, and you know. I will also listen for filler sound include and I will also note when the speaker repeat a word or phrase such as I or this mean. At the end of the meeting, I will report the number of times that each speaker used this expression. Thank you. Back to you, G.
Thank you so much, Mei Hong. Now I'd like to invite our grammarian, Erin Yu, to describe her role. Over to you, Erin.
Hello, fellow Toastmasters and guests. It is my responsibility to pay close attention to all speakers, listening carefully to their language usage. I'll take note of any improper language as well as any outstanding words, quotes, sayings, or thoughts. As grammarian, it is also my duty to introduce the word of the day. For today's meeting the word of the day is dawning, D-A-W-N-I-N-G, which means the beginning or first appearance of something. An example of using the word is a new age was dawning and I was riding the crest of it.
Thank you so much, Erin. Yes, I'd like to encourage all of you to use the word of the day, dawning. All right, I believe all the technical role players had shared their role. Now I'd like to hand it over back to our Toastmasters of the day. Michelle, over to you.
So I would also like to remind the second time after the GS mentioned, remember to use the word dawning in your speech and throughout the entire period of our evening. I would also like to invite Evan, the evaluator, for Eva's speech to read the speech purpose for her.
Okay, Theory, thank you, Michelle. Evans is attending presentation history level 2, connect with storytelling. The purpose of her project is to introduce herself to the club and learn the basic structure of a public speech. Over to you, Eva Chin, employee motivation and retention. Employee motivation and retention. Eva, over to you.
Thank you, Evan. Can everyone hear me loud and clear? Okay, I will start sharing my slide right now. Are you able to see my slide?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, timer. I shall start now. Okay, good evening, everyone. I hope you are happy today because we are using the word dawning. So imagine from dark become orange color, big sunlight, the kind of feelings. In my situations now, as a L&D manager in my current company, I have these challenges called the employee motivations and retention. So I'll tell you a bit of story about what happened in the company. And let's actually narrow down to only like 2 points, whereby why there are so many high staff turnover, especially young professionals. So imagine right now you are in a forest. It's a beautiful forest. And there are different kind of trees in there. And because my company is multi-generation. But recently, you see some cute plant is start dying, the young one. So you start worry. What is happening? What's happening? So now the challenge is, how do I retain and remotivate the talent, especially in the AI world? So I start thinking, and I found out there are 3 root cause. The normal root cause, to be honest, and also have to handle some stakeholders. It just imagines, right? This afternoon, before I come back here to attend my Toastmaster meeting, my boss is actually arguing with another person very loud. And everyone was shocked, especially, who's scared the most? The intern, the young people, because they might, what's happening? So we do not, this is how we used to talk. Yeah, it's that we cannot scare them away. Okay, sorry, someone is actually clicking my slide. Yeah, so I'm trying to tell you the 3 root cause that we found out by our observations, right? The first one is lack of visible growth. I have people coming to me, even those I'm not performance management, but this look like a performance management. And they come to me and ask me, Eva, I've been working as, in this company for the last 10 years as assistant manager. What is my next step? What is my career path? Is there any trainings that I can attend? Of course, I can find a lot of training for her to attend. But where? Where is the transparency of hiring and also promoting? There's none. And the second one is the minimum recognition. Whenever we do a lot of things right, wow, we hope that there's a big impact and everybody comes to us and tell us, well, what we have done. But after we're done, we realize that the voice is like silent. Nobody know about us. We feel so sad, right? So the young people, they need recognition. You have to give them a big up spark, make them happy. The third is that because I always ask them to study, it make it seems like a task to them and not a career growth, for them. So I start to change. I'll give you some example, which have been done, which is not done by me, of course, it's done together with the whole team. So our organization's effectiveness team have done the dual career pathway. So if let's say the young people do not want to be a people manager, don't force them. Just let them be an individual contributor. What is wrong? Not everyone is supposed to be a people manager. Right. And then we have this second one is that we create a leadership talent management pipeline, the pathway for them, especially for them, so that they feel the people manager know that they need to learn how to be a good manager. And the third, of course, we're setting out an internal transfer platform. If you are interested to know more, then you can join different division. Just imagine, this is a very zero cost. I can say it's zero cost, but you can help a lot of your staff to actually look into what they want in the future. Some of the staff is very rich, to be honest, especially our young generation. They're not worried about the money, but they want a lot of the times, right, is what can I learn more? What can I do? I want to know about this company from zero, from top to bottom. That's how you create excitement. The next will be promote internally. From the L&D perspective, if I have to keep on coming up money to train the new staff, I rather that actually you promote internally and then I can, get them to do the job better because they know better. Then the third will be the second one will be the minimum recognitions, which I mentioned. Just imagine if your increments is 10%, sorry, and minimum increment only 2%. How do you feel? You definitely want a 10%, right? So we need to make a very excitement how to create this. And then we have also provide benefits. Imagine you can claim up to 10,000. TCM also approved, massage also approved, buy supplement also approved, buy swap equipment also approved, and give them money recognition. Best employee award. People love this. And last, can we have birthday leave? Why everyone have to work on their birthday? I don't understand that. If we have the birthday leave, I'm going to take a leave. And last is training. It seems like a task. we revamped the whole e-learning system because we know that people cannot only learn one platform. They can be learning very good in LinkedIn Learning. They can be good in Coursera. They could be in Udemy. Just let them try. You know, in the end, right, the cost that we spend is almost the same. So we need to be agile. So now we adapt this called agile training strategy. And then we also run quarterly learning challenge, give them the longest hours to chase, give them some recognition. We also have recognition videos to those winners that we interview them, how they achieve it. We also plan to build a leadership academy in the future. And we also link the learning with bonuses in the promotions in the future. Most importantly is that now I'm looking forward to send them to external conference in overseas. So that's all from me. My summary is the staff doesn't really stay in a company because of the money. You need to think what actually they really want and find out the root cause and do some changes on it. Thank you. Over back to you, Michelle.
Very interesting points that you have brought out to retain and to motivate people to stay with your company. Very well done. So let's move on with our agenda. The next speech evaluator will be Rizwan to read the purpose speech. Rizwan, the speech purpose of Xiaozhen. Over to you, Rizwan.
Okay, our Toastmaster Xiaozhen going to attempt her Persuasive Influence Level 2 project, Understanding Your Leadership Style. The purpose of the statement is, for this project is for the member to identify their primary leadership style or styles. The purpose of this project is for the member to share some aspect of their primary leadership style or discuss leadership style in general story. So, Xiaozhen's speech going to be 5 to 7 minutes. Exploring my leadership style. Yep, Xiaozhen, exploring my leadership style.
Thank you, Evaluator Rizwan. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, fellow Toastmasters and guests. If you have asked me to describe myself, leader would probably have been the last word I would choose. In fact, I often found myself avoiding leadership roles in group projects, committees, or any situation that seemed to demand someone to step up and take charge. The idea of being a leader, being the one to direct, to decide, to be accountable, I still felt it's a little bit intimidating. I would say that I didn't have much leadership experience in my life. Well, life has a funny way to reveal truth we might overlook. It was through the journey of self-reflection from my Toastmaster Level 2 project when I was scratching my head to complete the Discover Your Leadership Style questionnaire. I had a profound realization that, in fact, I have always been a leader without consciously knowing it. It is in my family, specifically my role as the elder sister to my younger brother. I completed this questionnaire by recalling a recent family project, our house rebuilding. And the results from the questionnaire revealed that my primary leadership styles are affiliative, altruistic, and democratic. It's really interesting for me to learn about what this means and how they have played out in my role as an elder sister, particularly during our family house rebuilding project. and crucially, how they impacted my brother and others around me. First, affiliative leadership. I learned that this style is all about building strong emotional bonds, fostering harmony, and creating a sense of belonging. As the eldest, I have always felt a strong responsibility to ensure my brother felt supported, understood, and connected. During our family house rebuilding project, the stress levels were naturally high. My affiliative style meant focus on keeping up the spirits, listening to everyone's anxieties about the complex process, and ensuring that we work as a team rather than feeling overwhelmed individually. By fostering this sense of share of burden and emotional support, my brother felt more comfortable voicing concerns, in turn more committed to finding solutions together. This approach helped us feel supported and willing to contribute actively. Secondly, altruistic. Altruistic leadership is categorized by a selfless concern for the well-being of others, often putting their needs before your own. In the beginning of the rebuilding project, my altruistic side kicked in. I took the most challenging task, I think, which is dealing with the bangles to get mortgage loan approved, because I know my brother dislikes to deal with people. He will get stressed easily. Indeed, it was a stressful task, but I hope to free up my brother to focus on the area he is more comfortable to manage. By demonstrating the willingness to ease his burden, I have also empowered and trusted him to take charge in managing the rebuilding costs and budget. He had to track expenses, ensure we stay within our financial limits, while I managed the procurement and communications with other parties. This direct support encouraged him significantly to be responsible for his part of the house rebuilding efficiently and cost effectively. And the last, it is not a surprise. I always know that um, democratic leadership will be one of my leadership style. This style emphasizing involving team members in decision making. My democratic approach was wider throughout the rebuilding project. Instead of dictating every step, I brought my brother into the planning process. We discussed timelines, divided responsibles for different phases for rebuild, brainstorm efficient ways to manage resources and budgets. It wasn't just about getting his buy-in. It generally made him it generally made him take charge. My brother on his assigned areas come out with his own solutions and manage his responsibility, ensuring we stay on track and within budget. This involvement directly contributed him to become more responsible and taking charge of the house rebuilding, especially the cost and budget on time. So my family project experience had subtly taught me that I could lead, guide, support, and empower people not through authority, but through connection, care, collaboration. With these above three leadership styles in me, I could see that the direct impact on my brother during the house rebuilding project was the evident. In conclusion, this journey of exploring my leadership styles has been incredibly insightful. It taught me that leadership isn't always about a title or a formal position. It's about the influence we apply, the relationships we build, and the impact we have on those around us. Since joining Toastmasters, not only I have gained confidence in developing my leadership abilities, but I also come to realize that um, the leadership skill is an inevitable part of our personal growth. I will now start to embrace it as a challenge to self-growth and continue to learn different leadership styles and have how to adjust my approach to different people and styles from my own. So hopefully after today is the dawning of my leadership. That's all from me today. Thank you for listening. Back to you, TOE Michelle.
Very motivational speech that you have given. I once before read this Robin Sharma's book. It's called The Leader Who Had No Title. Sometimes when you lead without a title, I think that is the best leadership of all, because you don't need to given an authority to lead. You have already mentioned in your speech. Okay, so back to our agenda. Moving on, now comes to the most exciting moment of this entire session, which is the table topic session. So without any further ado, shall I pass the floor to Hu Yin? Is Hu Yin around?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay, over to you, Hu Yin.
Thank you, TOE. For this table topic session, we welcome anyone from the floor to speak without practice for 1 to 2 minutes. Can anyone see my screen?
Yes.
Can everyone see? Okay. Okay, so you will be given 2 options to talk about, whether you want to talk about Toastmaster questions or related to your life as the new beginning of your chapters. Any volunteer would like to try?
Eva.
Okay, so do you want to talk about Toastmaster or the other aspects of your life?
BB.
Eva?
BB.
B.
Question related to my life.
Okay. Your question is,
Okay.
which aspect are you satisfied the most? Why? And which aspect would you like to improve the most now? How? You could refer to this view of life if you want.
Yeah, just to choose one, right? One aspect and one for the question 1 and one question for question 2, right?
Yes, one aspect for question 1 and one aspect for question 2.
Okay. Start now. Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you, Hui. Thank you, Huyin. I hope you can hear me loud and clear, everyone. So since today is the new chapters, right? I would like to be the first one to do the impromptu. Okay. The rest, please start up later. Which aspect that I satisfied the most, to be honest, is my finance lah. Because so far I quite confident that I don't have any issues with my finance. So this part didn't make me feel how to say, overwhelming with a lot of problems. And to be honest with everyone here, do you know that some of my bags, right, is actually from thrift shop? Yeah, interesting, right? Do you know that my leather bag that cost could be 200, 300, I bought it for could be 45 or 15. So in my life, right, I doesn't really need to spend a lot. You look at me like Yeah, I look like a person spend a lot, right? But most of the time is on food. Okay, the second one, say, which aspect do I like to improve the most? Is my health, actually. Yeah, because my family members all have sickness when they are 40s. So my father passed away, he's 40. When my brother passed away, he's 40 something. And my sister have also issues. My mom also have issues. So I am always worried about my health. So if I given a chance to improve, it definitely will be the health part. I'm glad that now I think my health is getting better. And recently, yeah, I have to think how to make me looks better. I want to look pretty. Need to learn from Michelle Ma. Because I feel your beauty. Yeah. Uh, okay, that's all from me. Yeah. Over back to you. Thank you, Queen.
Thank you, Eva, for your sharing. Now that I know that your number one priority to improve is your health. Actually, I am also trying to work on to sleep earlier at night because every night I usually sleep at 1 to 3 a.m. So it's very late and my hair keep falling
Yeah,
off.
you're not alone. I sleep at after 12 and I don't know how to adjust it as well. So hope we can get better, okay?
Okay. So for the second question, is there any volunteer who want to be the volunteer?
Is volunteer.
Um,
After that, my turn.
Erin volunteered.
Me, it's actually me. Haha.
Excuse my interruption, Huyin. When the participant is speaking, can you please unshare so we can have
Oh,
a
okay.
nice photo? Thank you.
Oh.
We are
So
sharing
the
screen
second,
too,
Why did you kick your daughter out? Ayo.
okay,
okay, come.
June.
Ah,
So do you want to talk about Toastmaster or your life, other aspect of
I
your
let the
life?
floor to choose whether you want to know my life more or my Toastmaster journey.
So life. More
Under
interesting.
my life. Okay, go ahead. Life. Yes.
Life. Actually, it's the same question.
Oh, okay. Then I need to refer back to the wheel. If you don't mind calling back the screen share.
Okay.
So what is the thing that I'm satisfied, is it? Okay, satisfied and why?
Yes.
Second one is like to improve the most. Improve, okay. Yeah, since Eva already taken the finances. Okay. So, all right, you can take out the friends. Okay, romance. Okay, you can take out the screen. All right. So the first question is, in what aspect in my life that I think I'm happy or I'm satisfied? So to tell everyone here, since my daughter also sharing the screen, I think my family and friends is somehow in the stage of my life now, I feel is the most satisfied. Why I say so is I am a person that may not have a lot of friends, but if someone that has clicked with me, I will always treat that person with care and also want to know or deeply. I hope that is also transpired to my Toastmasters family over here. And towards my family, I have a beautiful 3 children. So seeing them growing, and I think that is one of the achievement. And of course, that is a long journey until one day that they are independent and they are still my children, right? So on the second aspect, it's area I think that I can work better. I choose romance, all right? So since you want to know me a little bit more, okay, me and my husband
This year is our 20th year anniversary, all right? We are going to celebrate in the month of November. So of course, building up to that anticipation, so I would say we have something planned in mind that we want to do it something different. And besides that, I think we can also maybe reignite maybe the dinner date that we always have. I think recently being the busy in our work and also Toastmasters, we have stopped doing that on our couple date or even our personal time. But I think this is something that is important for a couple to actually spend time caring for ourselves and also our partners. So that is my area on my area for things that I think I'm doing quite well, satisfied, and also areas for opportunity on improvement. All right, back to you, our table topic master, Hui Yin.
Thank you, Jun. Now that I learned you a little bit more, that you cherish relationship, whether it is family or romance part. So is there any volunteer for the next question?
We have Michelle and Eliza. Queen.
Oh,
Yeah,
Michelle.
yeah, supporting you on your table topic. Can you?
So you, okay,
Yeah,
share
I will
screen.
choose the one for life.
The life.
Hmm.
So your question is, which part are you satisfied the most? Why? Which area would you like to improve the most now? And how?
The part that I'm satisfied the most is actually my career, because I started a year ago in a construction company, and it was my first time being with a construction company, and I'm in finance. So basically, every industry has a very different way of capturing the revenue, the expenses as well, depending on the industry practice. So myself being in construction, working for an Indian boss is my first time as well, and joining a public listed company is also my first time. And working in a company that is full with, actually I should say majority. I'm just the minority. I'm the only Chinese working in that department of finance. And most of my colleagues are Malays. So it's also a different culture shock for me. But at the same time, I learned to be more agile and dealing with different cultural people, as in a different race as well and religion. So basically, it's very different, because previously I'm always from MNC, and right now it's in a company that is more like a GLC, and things are different. So that's where I find that, yeah, it's a growth, and I'm satisfied because I learn new things and I got into a new role and a new industry. So the thing that, if you're talking about I need to improve, will be my weight. I find that once I joined this company, I really put on at least 3 or 4 kgs of weight, which I find it's not very satisfying for myself, and it's not easy, because they always have jamuan on every Friday, because they will buy things. 4 kg it's a lot. It's not easy to reduce, and they also have on and off festivals, like a birthday season, where they will buy cakes, and every now and then you will also have colleagues that sponsor on a daily basis some goreng pisang. So it's just too tempting. So it's very difficult for me to lose my weight in this 1 year, and I'm trying very hard, and I'm still trying. That's all about myself. Thank you. Over back to you.
Thank you, Michelle. For the area to be improved, I learned that you want to reduce your control your weight, and to give a suggestion, maybe you need to create a plan. For example, you want to fast for a few hours per day. For example, fast for 6 hours per day and leave 18 hours for you to be available for eating. You could do something like that.
Intermittent fasting, right? You're referring.
Yeah.
Not easy.
Any volunteer for the next round?
Eliza.
Eliza.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Eliza, do you want to talk about Toastmaster part or life aspect part?
Life.
Life. Okay.
Yeah.
So, same question. Over to you, Eliza.
Okay, thanks, Yin. Good evening, everyone. So I would like to speak about which aspect I myself satisfied the most now is my family and friends. Why do I say so? Is because even though I keep my life at a very private stage, I still share my life with my close knit friends and also family. And knowingly, I also have a 5 years old going to 6 year old son. I felt very satisfying seeing him growing up day by day, year by year. So every day he has surprises for me. Okay, and he can just randomly say I love you at this stage, starting to say randomly I love you, mommy, I love you, daddy. It's like so rewarding to hear that. About friends, even though we do not have much time to meet because everyone is of course busy with their life and families and all, but we do keep in touch via WhatsApp, short messaging. Is happy enough for me to know that they are actually doing well. But in other aspect, that what I want to improve most is actually my health. Yeah, age is catching up. I felt that every 10 years in my life, my staminas are different. And without much time to exercise, what I try to do is try to walk more instead of taking the lift. Whenever I work during lunch hour, I just go out and walk down the escalator all the way up again. Yeah, those are the small things, but fortunately, I cannot stay out way past 12 or 11 nowadays. The next day would kill me. So among all, yeah, health is one of the aspects that I would like to work on. Thank you.
Thank you, Eliza, for your sharing. So undeniable. The health is wealth. We need to really emphasize it and work towards to improve it day by day. May I know, is there any time left for this session?
Great, no time.
No time.
Huyen. Yeah, thank you.
Okay. So I will pass this session to our TOE. If no time left.
Okay.
Thank you.
So right now, we're supposed to do some polling session. Is it Wendy or?
Yes, we are going to do the cooling session, 2 minutes. I need to have a break as well. Thank you.
Yeah.
Or shall we do group photo first?
Yeah, we can.
Yes, okay. If everybody please turn on your camera, please. Wendy, are you ready for the photo sessions? Thank you.
Okay, I'm taking picture now.
Yes. Smile. 1, 2, 3. Is it done?
Let's take one more.
Okay, one more. Smile, everybody.
Okay, okay, everyone smile.
One. First year.
Okay,
Okay.
okay. Okay, yeah.
Okay. So thank you, everyone. Can we have 2 minutes break? 8:54 now. Thank you. See you soon.
Hi, Lewan.
Hi, everyone.
Yeah, hi. Hi, everyone.
Wow, long time no see you eh.
Yeah.
How's things?
Yeah, so
Welcome
far.
back.
Yeah, thank you.
Are you in Kuantan now?
Now, yeah, in Kuantan.
Okay, good, good.
Okay.
Come back more often, deliver speech.
Okay, sure.
Okay.
We heard you already, You say okay, sure.
Lock the date, lock the date.
Yeah, Pepe is the new VPE.
Pepe, VPE, Pepe not here today. Got, Pepe.
Yes, everyone. Okay, since you mentioned about me, okay, just want to let you all know I will be keeping in touch with all of you one to one to have VP session so that I can understand the goal that you want to achieve for this new term, and also see how I can help as a VPA. And of course we want to slot in the role players as much as possible lah. So I'll be keeping touch with each of you. Yeah, on this.
Can I have a request? I actually find out to be a DTM, I will need to perhaps either organize or be a coordinator for Speechcraft. So if Venus has any intention to run Speechcraft this term.
Every time we talk about it.
Yeah. So Speechcraft is short classes, right? Few days to invite guests. The intention is to convert them to our member ultimately, but so it is a program from designed by Toastmasters. So, but we will need to pay certain fees lah. So I just want to know, if not, then I may need to go and find any clubs that has intention to do this. Never mind, you
think
maybe
we
put that in
can
your mind.
consider. Let's discuss during 2 weeks' time.
Okay. Thank you.
We book our schedule 2 weeks' time, a lot of one-to-ones.
Yeah.
Okay, 2 minutes over. Is everyone back?
Yes, let's just proceed.
Thank you.
I continue?
Yeah. You
Can
go
we?
in.
Yep. Okay. We would like to welcome our GE, Huichi, to provide us some feedback.
Thank you very much to our Toastmaster of the Day, Michelle. Now is the final session, which is the evaluation session. I would like to invite our first speech assignment evaluator, who is PM1 Eva Chin, who is Ewan to evaluate Eva. Over to you, Ewan.
Okay, thank you, Madam GE Hui Chi, for the introduction. I'd like to give evaluations for Eva on her speech of storytelling, employee motivation and retention. First of all, Eva pulled out a very great background by introducing us her career as a HR and also L&D manager. And she also shared her objective in this storytelling speech. Eva, your body's gesture, your facial expressions, and vocal varieties are all captivating. You have sprinkle different sorts among 3 of your points that are minimal recognitions, okay, training, and also the first point is lack of visible career growth. All of these 3 pain points are the common problem of most employees. We all feel the pain of the reason why we want to resign and perhaps jump into different companies. Those are the main reasons. So I also like that you introduce monologues into your storytelling. You have introduced some of the self-conversation. You ask questions and then you answer it yourself. So this helps us to draw the attention into the character that you want to portray, and also perhaps the persona, the employee that you are dealing with. So 3 pain points are elaborated very well on how to retain employees. You talk about the problems, you also give the solutions, and you elaborated well into how you can solve these pain points of most employees and perhaps for the organization. And I also like that you have a positive closure of your speech. That is, employee doesn't stay because of money. There are many things that we need to take good care of, find the root cause and solve about it. So now, when it comes to suggestions, there are several things that you may consider. So I would suggest that you can tell us a real life story. You can share us how a person struggled with a personal growth, your conversation with him or her, and how did it went, and whether you successful or even fail to retain him or her. So that will capture more imagination, and putting ourselves, we will imagine that we are the character and we'll imagine we are in your shoes, in the feelings of feeling successful or perhaps fail to retain that person, and why does it not successful for. However, I also think that it's challenging to manage 3 points that you want to share and also a real life stories. So that comes to my suggestions to challenge yourself, right? You may consider to cut short your solutions of talent retention from 3 points down to 2 points. For example, the visible career growth and also minimal recognitions, because that are the common pain points. So when you talk about the common pain points, people will feel more relatable and you will be more successful in your storytelling. That's all from me. Thank you so much, Eva Chin, for your sharing.
Thank
Thank
you,
you so
Ewan.
much, Ewan, for your constructive evaluation. Now I'd like to invite DL5 Rison to evaluate Xiaozhen. Over to you.
Thank you, GE. Xiaozhen, I would like to congratulate you have managed to share your leadership style that tonight, I believe most of us know you more better than before. So first of all, I would like to say that you have a very complete structure for your speech, where you have the opening on, instead of using the Toastmaster, but you use your family incident of renovate for reproject for your houses as demonstrate for your leadership style. Also into the leadership style that you have shared with us, as well as you make the conclusion to call out for yourself. Secondly, I also like that you are giving the example, because like you sharing your story about your brothers that don't like to deal with the banker. So that's why you take up the leadership role to deal instead of let your brothers handle of it. So this is also a great example for us as an audience to connect with your story. So I like it as I can link your situation, your angle of how you demonstrate your leadership with the family's stories. And third, I like that you have a natural smiling face in your deliveries, which I think is an advantage for you, because this is nature born that people will feel friendly when you share about your story. So I like it when you always put on your smile on your delivery. And in order to enhance your delivery to the next level, I would like to give you the suggestions below. First, you can try to adjust your camera to lower, and then you move further away from the camera, because I realized that I can only focus on your face, because I believe that you are using the camera in front of your laptop. So I would like to suggest, try to make sure that your whole half of your body is fit into the camera, and not like me, I'm using mobile, so sorry that I can only show my face as you can see now. So secondly, is on your tonality. Because throughout the story, I realized that actually you are quite calm and a bit of flat on your tone. So I would like to encourage you to share more on your story and maybe a little bit conflict so that the tonality can be up and down, fast, slow, and it creates enhancements on your story sharing. And third is on the familiarization on the script. Sergeant, I will aware that maybe because of you are in front of camera, so I realize sometimes your eyes looking down on the script. So I would like to encourage you to more familiarize on your personal story and try to ignore the script, but share it inner within yourself throughout the story that make it so lively and strong. So overall, congratulations, Sergeant, that you have analyzed your leadership, and I believe that you know that leadership is not just from the angle of working or professional, but it can also be from your personal life. Thank you, and back to you, GE.
Thank you so much, Resen, for your feedback. Now I'd like to invite the technical role players, grammarian. Oh, sorry, table topics evaluator first. I'd like to invite our table topic evaluator, MS5 and Lisha, to evaluate the amazing speakers. Over to you.
Thank you, Madam G. Good evening, my fellow Toastmaster. Good to see you all. And first of all, I would like to give a big applause for the topic master. Hui is always a lot of idea that creates those like very interesting table topic. And none of our speaker choose the Toastmaster because we know you all well. So we all need to know the life, right? Yeah, good job, everyone. You all are very, very good. Yeah, in this very short time, you all can you all can know what is the area that you satisfy, and then what is the area that improve, and then it's not at the same area that you would like to share. Then first of all, I would like to give Eva evaluations. Eva is talking about satisfies in finance. Yeah, very good. That you no need to spend a lot, but you're also wondering about the health. And I'm very sorry to hear that your dad and bros has passed away. And then we know that our health is very important. You have very good content and clarity, structure, story, and also your tonality. I love your tonality. It's very energetic and then it's very cheerful. It's just a humble suggestions that I would like to recommend you. Maybe you need to take note on your posture, because there's I think about minute that your posture is like that. So remember, even though we are online, but we still need to have, you can stand up, or you still need to remember that there's still a screen that you can do your gesture. And then June is our seasoned speaker. So I know that your family and friends, that is your beloved, and then you would like to improve on your romance. Then congrats for your 20 years anniversary. Then I also agree that for couple, we should spend time together. And you are doing a lot of good things, tonality, no problem. And then content, eye contact, and then the volume, all have no problem. So what should I do? I would like to challenge you. So next time, move your level up, because you are already here. So just move your level up. Take the space onto another level. And the third speaker, Michelle, I always like your clarity, clearly voice, tone, and positive mindset. Although you are in the very I mean, all Indian, only you Chinese people. So you have culture shock, but you still enjoy. You still take the challenge and then to looking forward for your growth. Well done, Michelle. And for KG, you would like to improve. Yes, I know that same as the next speaker, Elijah. We need to go and exercise and then wash our mouth. So you need to, although there is festival celebration, but we can do something different. What you choose to eat first, fiber first, and then protein. The last is carbs. So I would like to recommend you, I think you may need to notice your eye contact, because when you're talking, you're thinking, your eye is like, didn't look at the audience. So maybe next time you would like to improve on this area. And for the last but not least speaker, Elijah. Elijah, yeah, I also would like to hope one day I would like to visit your baby, your kids. Yeah, you satisfy on your family and friends area. Yes, all of us also satisfy. We have all of you as my Toastmaster friends. And I also know that age is catching up, and then you have to walk and then cannot sleep late. Yeah, so do remember. And I always appreciate that you have very good smiling expression. Look at the audience. So it's like, wow, even though you feel that age is not as well, but it's still like living very cheerful. Yeah. So one little suggestions that giving to you is gesture, same as Eva. So remember to use your gesture. It's like, oh, I need walking, or mommy, baby. Yeah. So this is the area that you would like to improve. I'm looking forward for your next challenge yourself for the next table topic. Overall, everyone, good job. And then, yes, this is all my evaluation. Back to you, Madam G.
Thank you very much, Anisha, for your awesome evaluation. It's not easy to evaluate all the 5 speakers, but you did it fantastically well. Before I move on to the technical role players, shall we vote for table topic speaker, or we should just straight away move to the technical role player?
Yeah, I think can I just say GE, because I'm still helping the SIA, so I will do the voting. However, because of the timing, from my observation, one of our speaker didn't meet our time frame. So because we only have 2 speakers tonight, so we need to cancel the voting for the best speakers.
All right. Okay.
Yes, but we can go on with the other other segments, which is the evaluators. And then because we have 3 evaluators tonight, and also for the table topic. So I have not prepared, so maybe if you can chat for a bit while I'm preparing behind the skin.
Sure. All right. Thanks for the confirmation right now. I'd like to move on to our grammarian. I'd like to invite Erin to deliver her grammarian report. Over to you, Erin.
Grammar, okay. Okay. Can you all see my screen?
It's a bit small. Maybe can enlarge a little bit.
Older people need to see more nearer Zoom. Thank you.
Thanks.
Okay. So how do I start this? Number of times the word of the day is used. Today is only 1 time by Ava. Then what I got?
Phrases that
The phrases that I like from her speech is give them a bit of spark. I think it's very inspiring. And from Shelton, I liked creating a sense of belonging, and also inevitable. I think what was it? Leadership is inevitable in our growth. And then for table topics, I start with, I don't know what to call this person. Reignite. And then from Michelle is every industry has a different way of capturing revenue. And from Eliza, it's age is catching up. For grammatical errors and mispronunciation, there is be more agile. You can also say be more flexible. I doesn't really can be I do not really or I seldomly. This stage of my life, I'll become something more satisfied. I didn't catch it. I'm more satisfied with something stage of my life. Me and my husband and I. Different culture shock can be said as exposed to different cultures or experiencing culture shock. On a daily basis, sponsor pisang goreng can be sponsor pisang goreng on a daily basis. Keep my life at a private stage can be said as keep my personal life private. Happy enough can be replaced with satisfied. People will feel more relatable can be replaced with people relate to it more. People will find it more relatable. People will feel friendly can also be replaced with come off as friendly. Create on an enhancement can be said as enhancing your story. That's all from me. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Erin, for your report. Now I'd like to move on to our R counter PM5 Mei Hong to deliver her R counter report. Over to you.
Okay, I would like to share my screen first. Okay, is everyone can see my screen?
Yes.
All right, so all right, for Eva, there is 4 4 3 so, and the word on repeat is in my, I am. So next will be Xiaozhen. Will be 2R, 6 and repeats the word it was, total 9. So for June, 2R, 2 8 1 so, repeat I, so total 14. For Michelle, there will be 3 repeated word it was, total 4. For Liza, 3R, 2 total 5. For Yiwon, I can't catch any filler words, congratulations. For Risa, 2R, 2 repeats in your, total 5. For Alicia, 5R, 8 so total 13. So the most filler words that we use today is 25 times. That's all for my report today. Back to you, G.
Thank you very much, Mei Hong. Now I'd like to invite our timer, Retno MS5, to deliver her timer report. Are you ready, Retno? Are you there, Retno? Or I shall move
Yeah,
on to...
it's okay. I'm ready. Can I share my screen now?
Yeah, sure. Thanks.
Thank you, GE. Oh, sorry. Okay, so I've got problem with my... Okay, Okay, so right from the table topics, everybody, thank you, congratulations. Everybody is within the time, as you see in here. And then, unfortunately for the prepared speeches, one of the participants was over the time. And then for the evaluators, they're all within the time. Thank you. Back to you, GE.
Thank you very much to our timer. Now is my report, General Evaluator one. At this dawning of the term, I'd like to congratulate each and every one of you for making this meeting a success. Let us give ourselves a warm round of applause. And why do I say that? I'd like to start it off with our role players first. Our first role player, SA Wendy, I love her warm smile of her introducing herself and also her warm attitude throughout the introduction of the house rules. And then she gave a very detailed house rules. This is my first time attending an online meeting with such an explicit description. Even the mic and also video, all the image were being captured where to click which part. So well done to our SAA Wendy. And just one suggestion, perhaps for the Zoom pooling, maybe the SAA can also do that in future. Just a suggestion on some role realignment so that to facilitate the session even better. Overall, I did truly enjoy her session. And for our President Crystal, wow, first presidential opening speech. Thank you so much for welcoming me. I feel very welcome. And this is my first time being here in Venice Toastmasters Club. Very inspiring presidential opening speech. And it also a bit thought-provoking. And I think for myself, what should I do for my club and also my personal growth? Because she kept repeating this as the new chapter begins. What do we want to achieve? And I shall think about it after this meeting. And I'm very excited that your club has scoping trip. Wow, I think most of the clubs don't even have this, but you all have road trips for even 2 days. What I suggest Crystal for her future speeches was to tie some emotional into the opening address. Why? For example, when she mentioned about what would we like to achieve in this new chapter, give an example of herself so that we can relate better and understand what should we achieve in this term, because there are a lot of things that you want to achieve. So give some example and emotion can connect to the audience even better. Overall, well done as a first time presidential opening address. And to our Toastmasters of the day, Michelle, what I love about her session was the whole session was very well organized, very smooth. That is the most important task of the MC, because we need to ensure each and every session is well connected. And she had done the TI history and the club mission, and even mentioned the proud achievement of the clubs. I can see that you'll achieve President's Distinguished and 100% Pathways Adoption and Triple Crown Achiever. One suggestion is to perhaps it would be even better to mention which term do you all achieve President's Distinguished Club? Is it since being chartered? That it will give us a more idea. Like, for example, I'm not from this club, so I know this club even better. And for example, who are the Triple Crown Achiever? Then you feel happy that their names are being listed. Then you inspire and motivate other members to follow their footsteps. And also another suggestion, I think your club culture, Venus Toastmaster club culture is slightly different, whereby the introduction of speaker is from the evaluator. So maybe the evaluator want to introduce the speaker a little bit more so that we can anticipate what speech is this speaker going to speak about. Is to prepare the audience so that it's better to have the introduction of the speaker. So all these suggestions are too many triple crown. Okay, that's good. That's good. That's good. So yeah, that's good. Okay. And moving on to our table topic, Master Hui Yin. Hui Yin, I love her session whereby she's very kind by giving options to the table topic speaker, whether to choose Toastmasters or to choose live. And also she practiced her active listening skill by sharing what she think about the speaker's speech. That's very well done. And one suggestion to Hui Yin is to simplify the question a little bit more, because we have only 2 minutes, but to share so many stories in just 2 minutes, it might be a bit too overwhelming for the audience and also for the speaker to share. So perhaps you want to give specific one aspect to the speaker. For example, for speaker number 1, what is the aspect business and career about that you satisfied the most and why? And try to give different speaker a different topic. Then you challenge them to think, because you like leak the exam paper out already. Then the students all know what to answer already. Then they are eagerly answering the question. So mark up a little bit, level up a bit of the challenge. Then the speaker will can practice their impromptu speaking even better. But overall, I do enjoy your session because I got to know your club is a very health conscious club, and I'll definitely love to visit you all more often because I want to be healthy as well. And for our evaluators, we have powerful and impactful evaluators. For our first evaluator, Ewan, I love her practical tips on how to improve on the speech, specifically on storytelling technique. And what I would suggest her for her evaluation is look at the timing, because sometimes when you are at the contest, you might be disqualified if you speak more than 1 second. So contest is very cruel, okay? So take note, when it is about red light already, try to summarize your speech, because without summary, you will lose some points over there. I see you are a very strong contestant for your club contest. All right, for Resan, what I love about her evaluation was also very powerful evaluation, give very specific details. And to further improve on the evaluation part would be, it would be better to give some examples on the which part to be fast and slow in terms of the tonality. Was it because during the conversation between with the speaker and the brother, you can play around, give some specific example, which part to do what thing. And I noticed she was flipping some paper through her hand. So when we were not using those hand gestures that is not congruent to our speech, perhaps it would be good to remove it away from the screen. And for our table topics evaluator and Lesha, well done on evaluating all the 5 table topic speaker. I'd like to suggest to Elisha was to give to give example also to the speaker on what she meant by another level. For example, June, what is another level to her? Because June is already a very competent speaker. How does she elevate her speech? Perhaps it would be good to add call to action to a speech. Because every time when we talk about ourselves, the audience might not be able to relate. And why do people want to listen to our story? Because they want to link it and connect back, and they want to learn from us what they can do. So she did well with her family already, and she wanted to improve on her romance, so she can give call to action to encourage all of us to think, what happened to you and your family? Do you have the romance time? If no, do some action like me. So some call to action to relate and reconnect back to the audience. That is some suggestion for our Elisha and also June. And overall, this is a very well organized and structured conducted meeting. And I love the vibes here. The chat was very supportive. I can see you all keep typing and encouraging each other. This is my first time here. I don't feel being left out or anything. I feel like it was a very warm family. And just 2 suggestions for me is to encourage everyone to clap virtually or to click the reaction button. Because this is a online club, sometimes you don't get claps. And we felt like, oh, like after I speak, how come nobody clap? Maybe I'm always at the physical side. You all are very used to this online setting. So first time I'm seeing nobody clap, it's a bit, oh, okay. So good to clap, to give encouragement to the speakers, apart from having chatting on the chat box. And also the second thing is, I'm not sure, are there any visitors here, non-Toastmasters? I think no, right? If there is, I think it would be great that you all can encourage your friends to visit, because this is an awesome club. And definitely we all want more people to join your club as a member. One way is through visitors. I understand it's quite challenging to invite visitors sometimes. So anyhow, there are 15 of us. If each and every one of us bring one, then we have 30 people in the meeting room. All right. This is an evening well spent with all of you. Thank you so much for the invitation. And now I'd like to hand it back over to our Toastmasters I would like to hand it over to Crystal Chin, the president, for the award and recognition. Over to you. Thank you.
Thank you, Hui Chi. Like I say, I love your suggestion. Definitely would think on the Hall of Fame, since Erin suggested already, it's too many triple crown. So we can put as a Hall of Fame, because we have a lot of people who have actually achieved the triple crown, and kudos to all of them. And we're looking even more this year, this term. So before we go into the appreciation portion of things, Retno and Wendy, are we good for the
voting?
Voting?
Yes, it's ready, President. I will do the voting. Okay, we will start with the topic speaker. Okay, so I will count to 3 and then I will end the poll. 3, 2, 1. Thank you, everyone. Next one, we will go to the evaluators. I will end now. 3, 2, 1. Thank you very much. Okay, to you, President.
Okay, I think while we give Reno a minute or two, I believe we are also a bit ahead of time. In the meantime, can I call out our TOE of the day, Michelle? I see. So I suddenly see Michelle put cricket over. All right. Michelle, do you have any announcements for because I believe this will be the meeting before we head over to our road trip. So, any last minute preparation or anything you like to convey, hype us all up before we all go over. I know you're doing a wonderful job in our group chat, but anything you want to convey just during this point of time?
Much to convey, just have to be ready and be excited and in these coming 2 weeks. Basically, I think now I'm still working on the accommodation, and also the agenda will be handled by my TOE of that day, which is June. So she will be assisting me. And I think the best part of that trip will be you guys will be hearing from Carmen, our district. Is it considered district? The highest level is called district Toastmaster?
Past district director.
Immediate
A
past
past district director, yeah. So she will be giving a speech about herself and her pathway in Toastmaster and how to give us some golden nuggets on that day as well. That will be something for us to look forward, especially for the newcomers like myself and some of you are here. Yeah. And we will have some ice-breaking games as well to know each other more in depth. That will be done by Eva. Thanks to her for volunteering. So it's something that every one of us are looking forward to have fun for that 2 days. It's a short 2 days, but I guess it's going to be a fun 2 days.
Awesome. Like say, I'm all ready and packed up.
Crystal?
Okay, I'll just maybe open to the floor a bit. Anybody has any announcements? Hui Chi, if you want to do a shout out for your club, and then I see Elisha has something as well.
Madam, do you have any?
Just a quick one from me. Hui Chi from Liquid Gold Advanced Toastmasters Club. Our meeting is this Saturday, which is at Spicy Manis Sunway Nexus. We meet every first Saturday of the month, 10 a.m. at different locations depending on the Toastmasters of the day selection. So we meet at random restaurant, cafe. June and even attended our meeting before, and also Crystal. So we welcome all of you to visit us one day too. Thank
Okay.
you.
See.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you, Madam G. I would like to share our next meeting. Please welcome and invite your friends. I thought it was normal, but it wasn't. So what is the Women Health Talk for next winners conducted? No, it's actually winners conduct with Picasso Hospital. There is a talk, endometriosis talk. Yeah, if you don't know, then please come and do invite your friend to come to this talk. Okay, see you. Thanks.
Okay, I think to add on to what Andisha has already shared, we've been having a series of health talk. So this will be our final or maybe even more, depending on your participation and your attendance. So we hope to see everyone. And if you bring a friend along, you invite more people, that will encourage us, giving us extra fuel, the Chinese saying, 加油, 加油. So it boosts us to, continue all this. I think Hui Chi is also open to everyone. The purpose of all these meetings is actually more towards empowering women as a whole. There are certain health talks that are exclusively for women. So we love to empower people with more knowledge so that we can take the right action and to, preventive measures and all. So as you can see, during our talk or the table topics, health is our main priority. So take advantage of this. Anisha is working behind the scene, behind the clock, to make this a success. So I hope all of you can invite your friends to join this special meeting on the 15th of July. Lock in your dates, 8 to 10 p.m. And if you're free this weekend, nothing much to do, visit Liquid Gold, just say hi to everyone, make more friends. Okay? Retno, are we good to go?
Good. SIA is ready. Wendy?
Wendy? All good?
Yeah.
Yay!
I'll share the screen. Okay. So for the first one, the table topic award, the winner is June.
Yes.
Congrats, June.
Thank you, everyone. Thanks for your vote.
Okay, hold on, June. Let me drop you. Hold on. Where is June? I cannot see you, June. Okay, June, hold on. How come I cannot see June? Can anybody photo with June on the photo, please? Okay. Thank you, June.
Has the photo been taken?
Yeah.
Taken?
Can you spotlight June, please?
Okay. June. Please.
Anybody can spotlight
June
June?
is spotlighted. I can't find Crystal.
Okay, hold on a minute.
Hello.
Oh, I found.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Smile. Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Wendy. Thank you, Reno.
Then
Congrats, June.
Thank you.
the best evaluator award. There's two, Ewan and Alicia.
So we have winners here. It's very hard. They're very, very senior and very good evaluators. So we have two winners here.
I think Anisha have to catch a flight. So I think we can Photoshop her in with AI.
Thank you.
Congrats, Ewan.
Congrats.
Okay.
Okay.
Then we would like to appreciate Hui Chi for coming here and joining our meeting.
Spotlight more. Spotlight meeting. Yeah, lor.
也是很 popular。
Okay.
没有
Can we
spotlight 你。
spotlight Hui All right. Thank you, Hui for being our first GE for the term. Really appreciate it.
不是这样子拍呀，你要拿那个东西呀，react 它。No。
Okay.
Is it okay?
Yeah,
Thank you.
all good. Thank
Yeah,
you,
that
Wendy.
is all for the awards and recognition.
Yeah. Back to you, President.
Thank you so much, Retno and Wendy. Okay, I'd just like to thank everyone for your participation today. I'm really truly inspired by both our speakers from Eva on how retaining our younger talent. I'm also thoroughly entertained by her speech as well. A lot of ideas going through, how to even retain our members here in Winners Toastmasters and how to grow further. And also, I'm very inspired by Xiao Chen. She always say, I don't perceive myself as a leader. I still can remember, hey, the last round we approached Xiao Chen. Do you want to be exo? No, 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 no. I just want to be behind. I don't want to take up any exco, but I'm glad she did. In finding herself as a silent leader, but with very much power and influence, to all of us, with just the power of a smile. She goes like a soft, gentle one. People look at me, oh, gangster. For her, she look soft one. Oh, okay lah. Oh, it just melts you. So, in that science, in that context, the kind, the smile, it all makes a difference. So every time you join or our meetings, just your smile can also melt me in my heart, when you attend all of this. And also, like for what our GE mentioned earlier, I think for me personally, what I want to share in terms of my goals for the year is for the club. And of course, for the club is more towards, continuing the legacy, of a successful club. But to me, in terms of my personal growth, I think I have come to a stage whereby I enjoy seeing, my exco or my members grow to the next level. I take pride in you guys growing, you guys taking up, you might not say, oh, that's this one, but for me, it's like a personal fulfillment. Like, oh, yes, Eva achieved this. Oh, yes, Xiao Zhen is like a mini checklist. Ding, 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 ding. Like, oh, yes, Erin, mentoring Erin. Like say, she gave her first speech. Yes, I was hoping she gave her table topic. It was actually, hijacked by her mom, but yes, like I've been trained enough to by June as well. Kudos to her. Say everything, just say yes. Then you think of ways to do it later. Anything. If anybody asks you, just say yes first. Think later. Then we figure out a way to do it. So for me, that's my personal growth. For the club, in terms of finding the fulfillment is like, how a great teacher says, okay, I see the students getting their A's. That's the fulfillment. So that's my personal goal for the next 1 year, it's more of a responsibility, I would say, to see everyone achieve what they want to achieve. And that would be the best achievement for me. Like I say, in that context, because I know in making that, it's not an easy task. It'll be monumental, but it'll be a very, very fruitful and rewarding as we, cross next year, 2026, 1st of July. So I'm looking forward to our next workshop where we educate, empower all the women in this club and hopefully further, in terms of your health and, every aspects of your, wherever you want to grow further. And also I want to have fun, few days later in our Gopeng trip where I let everything go, TOE, and also the OC, you guys take over. Let's just have fun, eat, and enjoy our journey. All right. Thank you very much for spending this evening with us. I say enjoy all of you. So hope to see you guys in the next meeting. No hope. See you all in the next meeting. Bye-bye.
Everyone. I will
Good night,
off
everyone.
our Zoom now. Bye.
Good night.
Good night.